Okay, I'll see you in.
It's a nice motor, isn't it?
Okay, bring it straight back.
It's all right.
Go on, then.
What's it doing at Deals on Wheels?
We'll make it go on a straight line. That's great.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.
You're looking very pleased with yourself.
Am I?
How was last night?
Yeah, Joe was really great. You should have seen him.
Yeah, well, I didn't get a chance, did I?
Well, I'll get him to tell you all about it later, yeah?
What about Sandra?
Joe had a good time, that's the main thing. She stayed all evening, and she didn't run away once, okay?
Don't mean to say she never will.
Phil! Did you ring Ben? I thought Ben's birthday was on the same day as Peggy's.
Yeah, I already tried. There's no one at home.
Oh. Look, I've got this for Peggy. I'm going to drop her around the Vic. Do you want me to take yours as well?
You'll have a long wait, mate.
Peggy, what are you doing here? Don't you're supposed to be in bed?
Oh, yeah, well, I was just picking up the post. Oh, you didn't have to go to all that trouble.
Yes, I did.
Put it down, we'll have it here.
Oh, darling, to hear is to obey, my little passion flower. Anything special?
No, just a couple of cards and a couple of bills.
Goodness gracious me, what is this I spy? Oh. Happy birthday, sweetheart.
You are. I don't deserve you.
Yes, you do.
Look, what is it? What is it? Oh, Frank, it's lovely, darling.
Hey, it's a bit early for that, isn't it?
It's never too early for my favourite birthday girl.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Peggy. I've got you a card. I'll have to write on it later.
Thank you.
And later on, my sweetheart, I'm going to wine and dine you.
Oh.
Not a good idea.
Well, I didn't want too much of a fuss this year. Do you mind?
Hey, sir. It's your day, sweetheart.
When you get to your age, there ain't much left worth celebrating, is there?
Barry?
Right, Pat, I've got it.
Barry, she hasn't finished yet.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. Barry, you don't have to do that.
On the contrary, myself and Natalie do not wish to be a burden.
Didn't seem to mind the last time you lived here.
I'm a married man now with responsibilities to yourself and Dad as well as my wife.
Barry?
No,
Barry, will you stop
I
this?
insist, let me.
Finished.
It's all right, I'll do it.
No, you won't.
No,
you just
cut
leave
your
it.
fingers, it's
No,
gone everywhere.
Natalie, get your husband out of here now, please.
Behave yourself, Jimmy. That toast is supposed to eat a Peggy.
Well, no one told me.
It's all right, Frank. I'm not hungry.
Yeah, still half left, isn't it?
I'm taking out your first wage packet.
Lucky me.
You know, I'm beginning to wonder whether it's such a good idea, me giving her a little job over here. You don't mind, do you, darling?
Nah, of course not. I'm fine.
You shouldn't take any notice of her.
I stopped doing that a long time ago. It's just that, well, it's days like these when you think of them the most.
I know, darling. I know, baby.
Anyway, we'll go downstairs later on tonight and have a nice couple of drinks. We deserve an evening off. Mr. Dan Sullivan can hold the fort. It's my birthday.
That's my girl.
Well, it's like everything else. If you want the best education, you've got to pay for it.
And it was me thinking that's what I paid me taxes for.
Well, the money from the sale of our old primary school, I mean, that's going to fund my kids going private. It was like it was meant to be.
You sound very confident about it.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, property is the future. I mean, gentrification of areas like this. You buy it cheap, you redevelop it, and then you sell it on at a whopping great big profit.
Easy as that, eh?
Oh, yeah, I mean, location is the key to it all. I mean, you think about it, Mark. Round here, we're not that far from anywhere. We've got the tube station. And I'll tell you what, if you've got any spare cash, you could do a lot worse, mate.
I've got just about enough to pay me own mortgage and go for a drink in a Vic later. Anyway, you don't use the tube.
Well, of course not. I've got 3 kids. I'm thinking about buying a new car, though. What do you reckon?
Up the workers, eh?
So do I.
Oh, Listen, I can't come round tonight. I've got another maths lesson.
Again? How long's this going to go on, Bonnie?
Forever, it feels like. What's wrong? Haven't you got into grips with your 2 times table yet? Oh, shut up. It wasn't my idea.
I saw that trip bloke knocking on your door last week. Oh, Mr. Harris.
Yeah.
It's all right, isn't he?
Yeah, I suppose he is. Oh, yeah. I was married and he's ancient.
Yeah. And imagine being chatted up by a bloke who enjoys quadratic equations. Don't think so, do you? Right then.
I don't know how much more I can stand.
There's bound to be a few teething problems.
It's bad enough the first time, but now I'm beginning to feel nostalgic for Barry the Slob.
It must be awkward for them too. I mean, they're a young married couple. They don't want to be living with us, do they? Just that they've got no money. They need to settle down.
And in the meantime, I have to put up with the tidy Barry.
What? Yes, I suppose so. Look, can we discuss this later?
Roy?
Frank? What's the matter? Is it, it's a bit too upmarket for us, you think?
Sure. I was just wondering what Angel dropped this on here for, Cole.
It was a private job, you see. They wanted a quick sale, emigrating or something.
It's the bee's knees, Roy, the real bee's knees. Pat, what about your old man? Looks like he's taking us up market.
Yeah, well, he's always had good taste, hasn't he?
Oh, well, I was lucky, that's all.
No, good evening, Ashley. I want to tell you something, Roy. I've been in this business more years than I care to remember. But in a moment, I can learn 1 or 2 things from you. Well done. Well done.
Well, I can't stop because I've got to cover the shop. Terry decided to go out. Okay. Something happened.
I just don't know what to do anymore.
Oh, Rosa.
That woman deliberately wants to ruin everything and you just can't see it.
Sorry if I'm interrupting.
Oh, actually, I was just going. Come round to my place at lunchtime, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll see you. Bye.
Bye. Sorry if I was...
Do you want something?
Yeah, I wondered if Joe left his swimming stuff last time he was here.
Yeah, I think he did. You 2 off to the pool?
Sandra was thinking of going there sometime this week.
I didn't think they let sharks into the shallow end.
There's no need for that, all right?
You want me to be happy for you?
What are you talking about?
You tell me.
There's nothing going on.
So you say.
Oh, your usual, sir?
Oh, very kind, miss. So what's the tune? Melanie?
Sorry, I'm miles away. It's his song. I can't get it out of my head. It just grows on you.
Really?
I don't suppose it's your kind of thing.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, Terry. Never had you down as a raver.
You would be surprised.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mark. Who's the bloke on the jukebox? Brian. I meant the bloke singing.
It's a group. The Manic Street Preachers. Why?
Doesn't matter.
Well, it looks like some kids kicked it and bent one of the hinges. Steve? Jeff, I've done what I can. The jam door? I'll need to replace the hinge, but I can't do it for a couple of days. I've got a rush job on.
Right, what, do you need some money or something?
No, we'll settle up at the end of the week.
Great. Thanks.
Right, well, I'll see you later then. It's a bit early, isn't it?
How do you mean?
Well, it looks like I've cut.
No, he's got a cold in the head. Doctor's dosed him up on something.
Well, tell him he'd be better off in bed. Don't know what day of the week it is.
Yeah, but that school's never scored very high when it's come to education.
Well, that's true. But Ian reckons there's a little gold mine now. He's looking for investors.
Yeah, but aren't investments like that all a bit risky?
I've never known Ian to be reckless when it comes to making money, have you?
Right, okay. Now, are you two going to come over later and have a drink with me?
Well, why? What's the occasion?
Another candle on the cake. Oh, many happy returns, Peggy.
You kept that quiet.
Well, when there's more to look back on than to look forward to, you don't want to shout about it.
No, I should know.
We'd love to be there.
Oh, lovely. Oh, and what's brought you in here?
Just looking for Dan.
Oh, and I thought you might have something to say to me. Well, your mate's not in till later. Did you phone your son today?
No, I haven't. You satisfied?
I didn't think so. Well, I had a lovely chat with him earlier on. Kathy's taking him out for a very special birthday treat. Oh, he was so excited.
Enjoying this, aren't you?
It's my birthday. I'm allowed to. And Lisa bought me a card. She's popping in for a drink later. I expect you'll be too busy.
It just feels like all my kids have suddenly left. Joe was the only one that made me feel important, you know, made me feel like a mother again. Now all he talks about is Sandra.
I didn't know who to moan at next when my 2 kids left, and then I realised I married one, problem solved.
At least you've got someone.
Wait, it's not as bad as all that. You can always borrow Terry, you know, I don't mind. But I warn you, he's been in a very funny mood lately.
You wouldn't be without him, though, eh?
And then he was, though, after what happened with Troy. Have you ever thought that maybe Sandra and Beppy still have feelings for each other?
Oh, this isn't about feelings. They certainly haven't spared mine.
Well, it's a big thing when your ex turns up like that. You know, maybe he doesn't know what to think about himself.
Of course he knows. Sandra would have let him know. She's got him wrapped round her little finger. I feel he only tells me what he thinks I want to hear.
I do that with Terry, saves on the arguments. Beppe does know how you feel.
I don't think I can believe a thing he says anymore. Today, he told me there's nothing between him and Sandra. Last night, I saw them together, kissing.
Oh, I see.
And it weren't just a goodnight peck on the cheek, either.
Oh, would it be such a bad thing if they got back together? I mean, Joe would get his mum back, and Sandra's hardly going to hurt Beppe if she genuinely loves her boy.
How can you say such a thing? There's nothing genuine about that woman whatsoever. Now, she's after something. It's as simple as that.
Where do you think you're going?
Steve's giving me the afternoon off.
Never said anything to me.
Well, probably slipped his mind. He's not been well recently.
Is that right?
Well, don't disturb. Wait.
You giving Billy the afternoon off?
What's that, when?
Today.
Do you remember? We discussed it earlier.
Oh, right, yeah, yeah, I gave him the afternoon.
Why didn't you say anything to me about it?
Didn't I?
You better be back in early tonight, otherwise you won't have a job to come back to. No matter who your new best mate is.
About that other thing.
What's that?
My pay advance. Remember? We discussed it earlier.
All right. How much?
Cheers, boss.
You get a bit old for this. Phil Bin's not the only one with a birthday today, you know.
Is that right?
You know it is. Why don't you come over to Vic later and have a drink with your mum?
So I can get another lecture on how to run my life?
No. Because despite how it seems, she happens to miss her son. You know what? You don't give a monkeys for anybody but yourself, do you? I'll tell you something, Phil. Very sincerely. Sometimes I pity you.
She's all ready for you. Nikki, Mr. Morris is here again.
Hiya.
Oh, hello.
Oh, try and be a bit more enthusiastic, will you? It's that attitude that got you behind in maths in the first place. I am sorry.
It's quite all right. I hated maths when I was at school.
Really?
Absolutely. And now look at me. I like it so much I teach it to other people.
Will you excuse me? There's something I have to do.
Yeah, of course. Come on then, Nikki. Let's get this over with, eh? Right then. Statistics. These wee guys can be quite a laugh when you get to know them. Right, so you're okay on bar charts, yeah? And pie charts we did last week. So it's really just histograms and
Yeah.
It's Rosa.
Right.
I need to see you.
He's just got this idea in his head. He doesn't want you to know we're there.
Oh, darling, if Barry was that tall and hid in a drawer, we'd still know he was there.
Well, it won't be for long.
Don't pin your hopes too much on Barry's dreams. They got him into trouble before.
You mean what happened with Vanessa?
But Roy was as much to blame there. He shouldn't have let Barry do it. He should have been happy with what he had. Mind you, they're not so different, really. I've been married 4 times. I know what men are like, and they're all dreamers. See you, love.
Well, you just dumped her over the phone just like that.
Yeah, well, I couldn't expect him to tell me face to face, could I?
Must have been rough. Sorry.
That wasn't the worst of it.
Well, what's happened?
I just felt let down after Enrique, you know. Got involved with someone else.
Was it serious?
It was a mistake.
Yeah, but you're okay now, yeah?
Yeah.
Sonia, with me and Janine, it was a nightmare. No, I wish it never happened.
Me neither. I mean, with me and this bloke.
That was their loss.
Yeah, drink to that.
I'll teach you how to do the glass washing machine later on, okay?
Yeah, can't wait.
Janine, if you don't want a job, that's fine, sweetheart. But next time you want to go and spend some money which you haven't got, don't come running to me.
But Dad, cleaning ashtrays is disgusting.
Well, hold on a minute. What's happening here?
Joe, just give me a little girl a job, that's all.
What, you're paying her?
Well, you better be. Why, I don't think I'm worth it.
Thank you, Janine. Yes, I am paying her.
Frank, hold on a minute. Have you not noticed she's underage, isn't she?
For crying out loud, Dan, the kid's only picking up a few glasses of pocket money.
Hey, less of the kid.
Well, I reckon we've got enough staff on at the moment anyway.
An hour a day's not going to break the bank, is it?
I know, but you should have said something, shouldn't you?
I don't believe this. I really... What am I, some sort of donut?
Yeah, well, I hope I'm getting danger money for this sort of thing. Sorry.
So, if I do that...
You got it. Simple, really.
When you know how.
And now you do. I reckon half your problem's concentration. So, what's been distracting you then? Still boyfriend trouble, is it?
Something like that.
Relationships are hard. And unlike maths, they don't get any easier when you think you know how.
That's what Mum says.
Must be true then.
Don't know why I wasted my time on Martin. I mean, he's really pathetic and immature.
Teenage lads are the worst.
You reckon?
I know. I used to be one, didn't I? They don't get much better when they get older, either. Right, now we've got that cleared up. Let's put that concentration to good use. See if we can't pass that test on Friday, eh?
There you go, my sweetheart.
Steady on. You'll get me drunk.
You won't be the only one.
We can't have a noggin on my beautiful wife's birthday. What is the world coming to?
We got you a little something, Peggy.
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Peg.
Thanks so much.
It isn't much, love.
Oh, they're lovely. Thanks, you two.
Pleasure.
Thanks, boy. You shouldn't have done that. And they love you, Frank. Look.
Tell you what, though, it puts my little gift to shame, you know.
Nonsense. Look, they go perfectly well with my new necklace, don't they?
Very nice. Do you pick them out, Pat? Look expensive.
What's it to you, young lady?
Shouldn't you be collecting a few glasses?
I'm going. Excuse me, Roy.
Oh, yeah.
Want to do without me at the car lot?
Oh, yeah. Yes, thanks.
I can't keep up with that girl.
She isn't too upset about leaving Girls on Wheels, is she?
She's got nothing to do with that, me old son. She thinks collecting glasses is beneath her.
Is this a private party, or can anyone join in?
The more the merrier.
Right, I think let's go to another round, don't you? What do you say?
Yeah.
You're doing it in style, are you?
Oh, I'm all for that.
Absolutely. Dan, could I give those optics a bit of GBH when you've got time, please?
We're going a minute,
Thank you.
Frank. This is all on us, mate.
Oh, listen to you two. The last of the big spenders. You want to watch it? Pat and I could get used to this.
Well, you forgot your change.
So,
I didn't realise it was your mum's birthday today.
well, I don't buy these for me off.
No, I'm surprised you remembered. My 2 kids always forgot.
Maybe there's a reason for that.
This is a lovely girl. I just wish I knew what he was playing at.
I noticed things were a bit frosty between them the other day.
Oh, frost is not the word.
My 2 couldn't make up their minds what they wanted either. What happened there?
Exactly. But it's not just Lisa's life he's messing with now.
Well, how do you mean?
My new grandchild. What she... It's not common knowledge, just between us, all right? Yes, of course.
Hey, what are you two so thick about,
Oh, well, I was just saying I had a lovely chat with my grandson today.
And you don't look old enough to be a grandmother, my baby.
Yeah, don't shout too loudly, Peggy, or Pat will be getting broody on our account.
Another little Barry running around, the mind boggles.
Oh, no, that's my future son and heir you're talking about. Anyway, could be a little Natalie, couldn't it?
One can only hope.
Oh, Lisa, thanks for coming.
Happy birthday, Peggy.
Thank you, darling.
Happy birthday.
Oh, Ricky, I love you. Thank you.
Listen, I'll get him in. Why don't you grab a table?
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Hi, Pat. You all right, love? Oh, sorry, do you want to sit down? Why? No reason.
Been talking to Peggy?
I'm sorry, I know it's none of my business.
I was trying to keep it quiet, Pat.
Yeah, I can understand that, things being the way they are between you and Phil, but don't worry, it won't go any further. And if you need anything, you know, you or the little one, just give me a call, eh?
Maybe she could knit him a father.
You make me jump. Hello, sweetheart.
We come and tell you all about the play last night.
Rowan thought I was brilliant.
And I'm sure you were too.
She's taking me swimming.
Yeah, so I heard. I'm sorry, darling. You're going to have to come and tell me all about it another time. Nana's got to go out.
Oh, but now...
Oh, I'm sorry, darling. Maybe a while. Irene wants to see me. Will you pop up and tell me all about it tomorrow, eh?
Mum, are you annoyed with me or something?
No, of course not. I've got things to do. I told you. My life don't revolve around you completely.
Mum?
Oh, what are you doing home? Who's in the shop?
Well, I shut up a bit early. I decided I wanted to spend a bit of time at home with my wife.
Yeah, what for?
Well, do I need a reason?
I haven't even started cooking yet.
Well, doesn't matter, I'll cook.
You sure? What's come over you lately? Cooking for me twice in 1 year.
Well, if that's the way you feel about it, I won't bother.
You'd have to bite me head off. Oh, my bath. Oh, and you better get yourself sorted out, because I'm going upstairs for a very long soak, all right?
Fine. Don't fall asleep in there. Wouldn't want you to drown. Manic Street Preachers.
Your timekeeping is as bad as ever.
You're lucky to see me at all. But, it's not every day you get a summons to the laundrette by your mother-in-law.
Well, I've some things to say, and I'd prefer it if it stayed between us.
Well, setting's appropriate, at least. No point airing our dirty linen in public.
Absolutely not.
It is time we had a little chat.
No, I don't want to chat with you. In fact, the quicker we get this over with, the better.
Well then, you better tell me exactly what you want.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, please, can we just keep it down to a dull roar, if you don't mind? The Department of War wishes to say something.
Thank you, Jeeves.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to thank you all for coming. You've been a great support to me over this last year when it mattered most. And if it wasn't for you and this darling husband of mine, I don't think I could have got through it all. It means a lot to me, knowing there are people around here that I can rely on. And I'm proud and happy to call you all my friends.
Cheers. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you very much.
Let's face it, I can't do anything right in your eyes. I never could. Because Mama could always do it better.
I'm certain I made a better job of bringing up your son than you ever could.
Yeah, and that's what you wanted all along, isn't it? I'd taken your son away from you, and you were never going to let me forget that.
You walked out on a 10-month-old baby. I think that proves what kind of mother you are.
You never gave me the chance to find out. You had my entire life mapped out to your standards. How to look after my husband, how to bring up my son, and that was it. Just how it was mapped out for you, but it wasn't enough for me.
Fine, you made your choice, so why have you come back? What do you want?
It's all so twisted in your eyes, isn't it? You can't bear to lose them. And I'm the enemy because I'm the one who can take them away from you. You haven't changed.
Neither of you. You want to take Joe away? You will have the fight of your life on your hands. Or is this some kind of sordid, sick little revenge fantasy? You're out to get me. You've hurt Beppe enough, surely. Now it's my turn. Is that it? There has to be something. Of course. It's obvious what your son always wants.
What are you doing? Is this some kind of sick joke?
No. I'm giving you exactly what you came back for, what your sort always wants. It better be money, Sandra, because I'm not going to stand by and see you ruin my family a second time now.